Give people something to believe in, and they will move.
羽ばたいたら戻らないと言って
I work when I get the accolades.
Όταν κάποιος είναι ερωτευμένος,
My first guest is the man who made electric cars a thing and is currently working on perfecting reusable rockets.
These principles will not only make your user's journey more pleasant, they'll contribute to better business metrics as well.
What would art be like without emotions? It would be empty. What would our lives be like without emotions? They would be empty of values. So a famous classical poet said, "We hate and we love. Can one tell me why?" Catullus. Science does not answer why questions.
Welcome back, everybody, to the deep dive. Today, we're going deep on a new AI model called OmniHuman 1.
Oh, yeah, this way.
You've probably seen this in the news.
Definitely making the rounds.
It takes just a single image and turns it into a video of a person talking or singing or dancing.
Pretty much anything you can think of.
Really anything.
Yeah.
We've got a research paper from the team that made it, also a YouTube video with some demos.
Those are always fun.
Always fun, and a couple articles, one from TechCrunch and another one,
I think some tech blog, yeah.
Yeah.
But they were all talking about the same thing.
It's pretty wild. You know, imagine bringing a historical figure back to life or seeing yourself on stage like a rock star.
I mean, who hasn't thought about that?
All powered by AI.
Right. It's like that thing we were talking about a few weeks ago, but like even better.
Exactly. And that's what we're going to unpack today.
Yeah, it should be fun.
So first things first, this OmniHuman 1, what exactly can it do?
So basically, it can generate videos from a single image and some kind of motion signal.
Okay.
So that signal could be audio like someone talking or singing. It could be another video like someone dancing.
Okay.
Or it could even be both.
Wow.
Yeah, and the crazy part is it doesn't matter what the aspect ratio of that image is.
So like a portrait or like a full body shot?
Exactly, like a portrait or a half body shot or even a full body shot.
Wow.
It can handle it all, and it spits out these videos that are so realistic.
So it's not just about making a static image move, it's about understanding and translating movement from different sources.
Right, and that's where this multimodality motion conditioning comes in.
Okay, that's a mouthful.
I know, right? But it's basically the secret sauce.
So tell me more about that. What is this multimodal motion conditioning?
So it means the model was trained on a ton of different data, like audio, video, text, all kinds of stuff.
Wow.
So it has this really deep understanding of how humans move and express themselves. And that's how it can take something as simple as an audio clip and turn it into a video of someone talking with realistic lip movements and gestures.
So I could take a picture of, let's say, Albert Einstein and make him deliver a speech using just an audio recording.
You got it. And it wouldn't look all janky and weird.
That's incredible. So it can handle different aspect ratios too, right? You said that earlier.
Yeah, it's not limited by the original picture at all.
That opens up a lot of possibilities.
It really does.
So we've talked about what about singing? Can it handle that too?
Oh yeah, for sure. They showed a demo in the YouTube video where they had a picture of someone singing along to a song.
Ah.
It was amazing. It looked just like a real music video.
Did they try different types of music?
Yeah, they did everything from opera to pop music, and the model just nailed it every time.
That's so cool. I'm already thinking all the things you could do with this.
Me too. The possibilities are endless.
So it can make people talk and sing. What else can it do? Can it animate things other than humans?
Actually, yeah, one of the articles mentioned that it can animate cartoons, animals, and even objects.
Wait, hold on. Objects. Like I could take a picture of my coffee mug and make it do a little dance.
Exactly. It can adapt the motion to whatever you input, which is just mind-blowing.
That's insane. I mean, imagine the potential for like animators or filmmakers.
Yeah, or even teachers.
They could bring anything to life.
And they don't need a fancy studio or anything, just a single image and some audio or video.
That's pretty amazing.
They're pretty groundbreaking stuff.
Okay, so we've seen it can animate from audio. Can it also animate from an existing video?
Yeah, they showed that too. They took a video of a dancer and then used it to make a totally different person do the same dance.
Whoa. So I could take a video of like a professional break dancer and then have it make a video of my grandma doing the same moves.
Exactly. I mean, your grandma might not be too happy about it, but
That's hilarious.
yeah, the technology can do it.
So it can use audio, video, or both.
And you can even combine them to get like really specific movements.
What do you mean by that?
So you could have someone talking while also gesturing with their hands or something like that.
Interesting.
It adds another layer of control to the animation.
This is incredible. We've covered a lot, but I feel like we're just scratching the surface.
Yeah, we've got a lot more to dig into.
But before we get too carried away, we have to talk about the elephant in the room, the potential for misuse.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I mean, deepfakes are already a big concern, and this seems like it could make things even worse.
Definitely something to think about.
It's important to understand both the potential and the risks.
Absolutely.
So how are the researchers addressing this?
Well, they're aware of the concerns.
Yeah.
And in part 2, we'll dive into how they're approaching responsible development and what safeguards they're considering.
Okay, good, because that's definitely something we need to talk about.
Definitely.
But before we jump into that, I want to rewind a bit. You mentioned that OmniHuman 1 can handle weak signals.
Yeah.
What does that mean exactly?
It's like when you have a blurry photo or a scratchy audio recording. The model can still create a decent animation from that.
Okay.
It's pretty impressive, actually.
And why is that so important?
Well, it makes the technology a lot more accessible.
Right.
You don't need perfect data to get good results.
That's a really good point.
It opens up a lot of possibilities for people who might not have access to fancy equipment or studio quality recordings.
That's great because it makes this technology more democratic.
Exactly.
So it's not just for big studios and corporations. Anyone can use it.
In theory, yeah, once they release it to the public.
Right now it's still in research phase.
Right, but
Yeah.
they are planning to release the code at some point.
That's exciting. We'll definitely have to keep an eye on that.
Definitely something to look forward to.
Okay, so we've talked about what OmniHuman 1 can do and why it's so groundbreaking.
We've touched on some of the ethical considerations.
Right.
Now I'm really curious to see what those demos look like in action.
Me too. Let's dive into those in part 2.
Sounds good.
We'll be right back after a short break. Okay, so we're back and ready to dive into those demos.
I'm excited to see what they came up with.
Me too. The YouTube video was packed with examples.
They really went all out.
Yeah, it seemed like they were trying to show off everything this AI can do.
And they definitely succeeded.
Okay, so first up, they had this demo where they took a picture of Albert Einstein.
Oh yeah, that one was cool.
Yeah, and they had him delivering a speech using just an audio recording.
And it wasn't just any speech. It was like this really complex scientific lecture.
With all those big words and equations.
Yeah, but the AI just nailed it.
It was incredible. The lip syncing was perfect.
And the facial expressions were so realistic.
It really looked like Einstein was giving that lecture.
It was mind-blowing.
I mean, you could tell it wasn't real, but it was close enough to make you question it for a second.
I know, right? Like, is this the future of documentaries?
It makes you think.
It really does.
Okay, so that was the talking head demo. What else did they show?
They had one where they took a picture of a singer and they made her sing along to a pop song.
And how did that look?
Amazing. It looked like a real music video. The movements were so fluid.
Did they try different styles of music?
Yeah, they did a classical piece, an opera, even a rap song.
And it worked for all of them.
It did. And it wasn't just about matching the lip movements to the words.
What else was there?
The AI actually captured the style and emotion of each genre.
So for the opera, it was like really dramatic.
Exactly. And for the rap song, it was more like laid back and cool.
That's wild.
It's like this AI has a sense of rhythm and musicality.
It's pretty incredible.
It is. It makes you wonder what else it can do.
Okay, so we've seen talking, singing. What about dancing?
They had a demo for that too.
Tell me about it.
So they took a video of a professional dancer doing this really intricate routine.
Uh-huh.
And then they used that to make a totally different person do the same dance.
And how did it look?
It was perfect.
Yeah.
The movements were so precise, it was like they'd used motion capture.
But they didn't.
Nope, just the original video and the AI.
Wow, that's impressive.
It really shows how well this AI can learn and replicate complex movements.
Okay, so they did humans. What about animating other stuff?
Yeah, they had a few demos with cartoons and animals.
Oh, right. You mentioned that earlier.
And even objects.
So like a coffee mug doing a little jig.
Exactly. It was hilarious. They had this lamp doing a little dance routine.
That's amazing.
It was so cute.
I love that they didn't just stick to serious stuff. They had some fun with it.
Yeah, they definitely showed off the creative potential of this technology.
So they did talking, singing, dancing, even animating objects. What else was there?
Well, they also showed how you can combine different inputs.
Like audio and video together.
Exactly. So you could have someone talking while also gesturing with their hands or something. It gives you a lot more control over the animation.
That's pretty cool.
It opens up a lot of possibilities for animators and filmmakers.
And probably anyone who wants to make fun videos for social media.
Oh, yeah, for sure. This technology is going to be huge on TikTok.
I can already see it.
All those viral dance challenges, but with AI-generated people.
It's going to be wild.
Definitely.
Okay, so we've seen the demos.
Yeah.
What are your overall thoughts?
I'm blown away, honestly. I mean, I knew AI was getting good, but this is next level.
It really is.
It feels like we're on the cusp of something truly revolutionary.
Like the possibilities are endless.
And a little bit scary, too, let's be honest.
Oh, yeah, for sure. We can't ignore the potential for misuse.
Definitely something we need to talk about.
Okay, so let's address that then. What are the risks of this technology? I mean, we've already seen how realistic deepfakes can be, and this just takes it to another level.
Right. And the fact that it can work with just a single image makes it even more accessible.
Exactly. So anyone with a smartphone could potentially create a deepfake.
That's a scary thought.
It is. It's like we're giving everyone the power to manipulate reality.
And not everyone's going to use that power responsibly.
Right. So we could see a surge in misinformation and propaganda.
People could use this to damage reputations, ruin careers, even incite violence.
It's a serious issue, and it's one that we need to address.
We can't just ignore it.
So what can we do about it?
Well, for starters, we need to raise awareness.
Right. People need to understand how easy it is to create these deepfakes.
And they need to be more critical of the content they see online.
Like, don't believe everything you see.
Exactly. Just because it looks real doesn't mean it is.
We also need to develop tools to detect these deepfakes.
That's where AI can actually be helpful.
Oh, yeah, like using AI to fight AI.
Exactly. There are already some promising algorithms out there.
And we need to hold platforms accountable.
Right. Social media companies need to do more to prevent the spread of deepfakes.
They need to flag them, remove them, whatever it takes.
It's a tough challenge, but it's one that we have to tackle.
Absolutely, because the stakes are high.
They really are. This technology has the potential to undermine trust in everything we see and hear.
It's like eroding the foundation of our reality.
It's a bit dystopian when you think about it.
It is, but we can't let fear paralyze us.
We need to be proactive.
We need to educate ourselves, develop safeguards, and demand accountability.
That's the only way we can ensure that this technology is used for good.
Well said. Okay, so we've talked about the risks now. Let's shift gears and talk about the potential benefits of this technology.
Because it's not all doom and gloom.
There are some really exciting possibilities here.
Let's start with entertainment.
Okay, so how could this revolutionize the entertainment industry?
Well, imagine being able to create photorealistic CGI characters without needing motion capture suits or expensive studios.
That would be a game changer for filmmakers.
It would make it so much easier and cheaper to create special effects.
And it would open up a whole new world of creative possibilities.
Exactly. You could bring any character to life, no matter how fantastical.
And it's not just about movies. This could also revolutionize video games.
Right. Imagine playing a game where the characters look and move just like real people.
That would be incredible.
And it's not just about visuals. This technology can also be used to create more immersive and interactive experiences.
Like you could have characters that respond to your actions and dialogue choices.
Yeah, it would blur the line between entertainment and reality.
It's pretty mind-blowing.
It is. It's like we're stepping into the future of storytelling.
And it's not just entertainment. This technology has implications for education as well.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like imagine being able to bring historical figures to life in the classroom.
Right. Instead of just reading about them in a textbook, you could actually see and hear them.
It would make history so much more engaging.
And it wouldn't be limited to historical figures. You could bring any character from literature to life.
That's a great idea.
It would be like stepping into the pages of a book.
And this could also be a powerful tool for language learning.
Oh, yeah. Imagine having a virtual tutor who can speak and gesture like a native speaker.
It would be so much more effective than just listening to audio recordings.
And it would be personalized to your individual needs.
It's incredible to think about all the ways this technology could transform education.
It really is. It has the potential to make learning more accessible and engaging for everyone.
And then there's healthcare.
Oh, yeah. There's some amazing possibilities there, too.
Like using this technology for therapeutic purposes.
Exactly, like helping patients with physical therapy or rehabilitation.
You could create personalized animations that show them how to do exercises correctly.
Right, and it could also be used to create simulations for medical training.
So doctors and nurses could practice procedures in a safe and controlled environment.
It's a game changer for healthcare.
It really is. The potential is huge.
And we're probably just scratching the surface.
I think you're right. Who knows what other applications we'll discover in the years to come.
It's an exciting time to be alive, that's for sure.
Okay, so we've talked about the risks, the benefits, the potential applications. This has been a wild ride.
It has. We've covered a lot of ground.
But I think the most important thing is to remember that this technology is a tool.
It's not inherently good or bad.
It's how we use it that matters.
We need to be mindful of the potential consequences, both positive and negative.
And we need to have open and honest conversations about the ethical implications.
Because ultimately, the future of AI is in our hands.
It's up to us to shape it in a way that benefits humanity.
So let's make sure we do it right.
Well said. Okay, that's it for this deep dive into OmniHuman 1.
Thanks for joining us.
We hope you found it informative and thought-provoking.
And as always, we encourage you to do your own research.
And let us know what you think.
We'd love to hear your thoughts.
Until next time, stay curious.